You see it. Be human. Think beyond skin color. Think beyond politics. Think freely. Some of y'all need to hear. So in this video, we're talking about ways that you can build more confidence. Basically, it boils down to, the fact that we all have a story plan in our head. And depending on the story we're telling ourselves about ourselves is going to determine whether or not we have confidence or if we have a self-deprecating personality. I mean, basically, at the end of the day, what story am I telling myself about? I mean, you have to know yourself if you are going to be comfortable inside of your skin, because the world is going to try to tell you about yourself all the time. People are going to try to tell you about yourself. And some of the things that people are going to tell you about yourself are not true. So knowing yourself is one of the most important things you can do. It's kind of like the video I talked about. Basically, when it boils down to it, you got to get control over your brain, because your brain is going to be on autopilot most of the time. A lot of those automatic thoughts are going to be negative thoughts. That's a negative storyline. So you got to start consciously thinking on purpose. And when you start thinking on purpose, you start conjuring up a conscious storyline, a conscious story that you're telling yourself. When you start talking to your brain consciously, you are now in the process of rewiring your neurological pathways. I mean, get in the habit of rewiring your neurological pathways. And when you rewire your neurological pathways, you're going to automatically start building up confidence. Instead of just going throughout the day on autopilot, letting your brain think, oh my God, I don't want to meet this client. No, start talking to your brain and start telling your brain that it's actually excited to meet with the client. That you're looking forward to all the business that's coming your way today, baby. We're looking forward to all the business coming our way today, baby. One thing you can do to make sure you build confidence is to pay attention to your vibration, what vibration you're in, basically the way you feel. And I make sure that I raise my vibration on a continuous basis. And one thing I do to raise my vibration on a continuous basis is I got certain music that I play that just naturally pumps me up. And this one is going to sound weird, like this broke classical music. Check this out. Oh yeah, everybody.
For me to leave the office right now.
Oh man.
And you know what, man? You know what though, Robbie? Man to man, it's time in my life I've ever felt them. I was trying to breathe in, and I'm getting that old already.
Never stops, man. All right. It is time to get to the podcast. Let's do. That's right again. It's about the story that you continue to tell yourself about yourself. I want you to really hear me when I say this. It's about the story that you continue to tell yourself about yourself. That's going to determine whether you're confident or not. See, I'm extremely confident because I continue to tell myself a story about myself that makes me the hero of my own life. See, but I used to tell myself a story about myself that made me a victim of my own life. And when I was a victim, I didn't have any confidence. See, when you're a victim, you don't have confidence. When you're a hero, you have confidence. Heroes have confidence. And I'm telling you that we all have a victim and a hero inside of us. Which one of those end up leading our lives? Oh, it's the one we give the loudest microphone to. Yeah, that's right. Any given moment, We're either coming from a hero's point of view or a victim's point of view. And the one that has the loudest microphone is the one that predominantly leads our reality, leads our life. So you have to train your hero's voice to become extremely 100% more powerful and louder than the voice of your victim, because they both are going to live inside of you from now until you are no longer on this planet. And that, my friend, that is okay. We're all are victims and we're all heroes. We all have these voices inside of us, myself included. Yeah, I have a victim voice inside of me, but the point that I'm making is I have dialed down the volume on the microphone that my victim voice has, and I've amplified the microphone that my hero voice has. That's the difference. And how do we do that? You can do this by consciously talking to your brain. I know it sounds like a crazy concept. Robbie, you're crazy. I know I'm a little cuckoo. But try it. Start talking to your brain. Robbie, what do you mean talk to my brain? Well, think about it like this. You have a brain, but you're not your brain. Your brain is just something that you possess. And just like the rest of your body, you can train your body to become stronger. You can train your brain to become stronger. You can train your brain to become more confident at thinking confidently. You can train your brain to think more positive about yourself. You can train your brain to think positive about your circumstances. Here is a prime example. Let's imagine that you're having a tough week in business. You don't know where you're going to get any customers from. It's easy to allow the voice of your victim self to become louder than the voice of your hero self. It's easy to do that. It's easy to do that. So how do I shift that, Robbie? Okay, notice that you're becoming negative. You're complaining about the economy. You're complaining about not having any customers, or the market sucks, or these customers suck, or whatever it is. Instead of allowing that narrative to drive you forward or hold you back, notice that that voice is loud and become aware of it and say, okay, I notice that my victim voice is louder than my hero voice. And then in that moment, stop yourself, observe yourself, take a deep breath, exhale. There we go. And now I want you to become keenly aware that there's a brain sitting inside of your head. Oh my God, what a wild concept. There's a brain sitting inside of my head, Robbie? Duh. Yes, there's a brain sitting inside of your head. And the most important part is that you can talk to your brain. So imagine your brain sitting inside of your head. Close your eyes, and I want you to start having a conversation with your brain. Say, brain, I command you to think better about my business. And then your brain is going to be like, what are you talking about? And you say to your brain, I command you to think better about my business. And then you could even give it commands. You could say, okay, I am super excited about the possibility of me attracting more customers today. I'm super excited about all the different ways I can go about attracting new customers. I look forward to helping people in my field of need get what they need to succeed. I look forward to getting my products and services in front of more people. I'm looking for the right people, places, and things that will allow me to get my company in front of more people. Say that to yourself over and over again. Don't just do it for a little bit of time. Do it over and over again. Do it so much throughout the day that it becomes a natural way to think for you. Now, in the beginning, it's going to seem a little funny. Your brain might even push against it and say, oh, that's unrealistic. The economy is down. People don't have any money. It's easy to say that. The news is saying that. But you have to train your brain, because what will happen is the more you start to carve this new storyline into your mind, your eyeballs will start to see a reality that matches the storyline that you have inside of your brain. If you tell your brain that you are looking for new opportunities to grow your business, all of a sudden when you're out and about, you just start noticing new opportunities to grow your business. But if you tell your brain that there are no opportunities out here and that the economy is crap and nobody wants your services, guess what you're going to see when you look out of your eyeballs? Evidence of what you just said. So you're training your brain to recognize different things. Pay attention to this. Let me give you a prime example. Right now, I want you to bring your awareness to something in your environment right now that is the color red. I guarantee you in no time you'll find something that's the color red. And then all of a sudden when you're walking in the hall and you're out and about, when you're driving around, all of a sudden you're noticing the color red more and more and more. Why is that? Because I just commanded your mind to start looking for it. Now, just imagine that I'm a news anchor and I tell you that the economy is going to hell in a handbasket. Guess what you're going to start seeing when you go out in the world? You're going to start seeing evidence that the economy is going to hell in a handbasket. Your brain will follow the command that you give it based on the storyline that you repeat in your brain over and over again. So you got to train your brain to recognize the opportunities instead of becoming aware of all the reasons why you can't do it. This is literally carving new neurological pathways in your mind. You see more of what you're focused on. Whatever you're thinking about is what you're going to see. And right now, we're talking about training you to become more confident in business by looking for opportunities, because in any economy, there has been industries and businesses that have thrived, and there's been some that have struggled to stay alive, and some that have even died. But you're going to be different. You're going to start training your brain to be more confident in life. You're going to start training your brain to be more confident in business. How, Robbie? By simply giving yourself a new narrative, by giving the movie screen of your mind a new script, by telling your brain what you want it to think, and instead of allowing the world to tell your brain what to think. You are going to start seeing greatness inside of yourself. You are making a mission today to master yourself. It's Robbie Cornelius with Web Asset Group. I'm the marketing consultant that helps you master your mind and make money online. Go ahead, subscribe.